So, Moses, how's it like being homeless?
Welcome back to the Hinkson Christian Podcast.
Welcome back, you guys.
It's a great day.
So today we have a special guest.
Hello.
Austin Crump.
Hello, it's Austin Crump.
Yeah, what's up, Austin? Tell us about yourself, Austin.
I'm Austin Crump. I'm in 9th grade, and
Wow.
I like...
You're a male.
I like men.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, really?
Anyway.
Okay.
Great start.
Kidding. I'm kidding. Well, I mean, men are fine, but...
Alright, before we start the episode, we want to plug in, Young First do our thing next Friday. We're watching Lord of the Rings till forever, all night.
Shout out to Mr. Youngford's Lord of the Rings Extended Trilogy screening. It will be happening, I believe, this week.
Yeah.
We're going to watch...
Yeah.
Friday, that's right. We're going to watch the entire thing. And you can sleep over. You got to bring 300 rubles for pizza and...
Like a breakfast thing to share.
Yeah, breakfast thing you can share with everybody. So yeah, there's that.
And sleep is for the weak, so if you fall asleep...
Then you're weak.
You're weak.
Yeah,
You're weak.
that's how it works.
That's how it is. I feel like I will fail. So.
Oh, also, guys, thank you so much for the huge success that episodes have been. It's like 110, over 100 views for every episode.
Yeah, honestly, the feedback is kind of shocking.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank you guys so much for the support. Honestly.
Thank you. Yeah, we're working really hard to bring the best that we can to you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you for supporting us.
Shout out to my dad because he actually listens to this.
Whoa!
Remember he actually told me to make my mom to actually listen to the podcast?
Yeah.
Well, my mom didn't, but my dad.
Yeah, got your dad.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks, Moses'
Yeah.
dad. Heck yeah.
Yes.
And as a viewer, I mean, I love the podcast. It's
Thank
really
you.
great.
Yo, thank you for coming on, Austin.
Yeah.
We appreciate
My pleasure.
your existence.
I appreciate my existence.
How's school been for you, Austin? How's school been, man?
It's been actually really good. I really like all of my teachers this year. Actually, funny story. I was in Turkey and I got these super awesome swim trunks. They got
Agreed.
flamingos. They got flowers and
Heck yeah.
leaves and stuff,
That's
and it's
epic.
so dope.
So
and I
dope.
was like, yo, it even goes down, or it even goes below my fingertips, so I'm golden. And then I go into school, and immediately somebody's like, oh, you're not gonna like our new shorts policy. It's not allowed to be 2 inches above the knee. And then automatically just heart sunk deep into my lungs. And
Can't wear epic swimsuit?
Can't wear epic swimsuits.
I'm sorry.
That's lame.
Yeah.
I heard you also got dissed for your headphones again.
I also got dissed for my headphones. Immediately once I walked into school, another teacher was like, oh, you're also not going to like our electronics policy because no headphones. And then I took off my headphones and then forgot about that rule instantly and got in trouble for it. Yet again, another day.
I mean, I gotta admit, I'm not doing very well with that rule.
Yeah, neither am I.
No one is
Yeah.
doing all of that rule.
What?
It's just such a strange rule. No, you're not allowed to listen to things while you're doing work. Ha.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. It's hard to think of how it could harm the people around me or take away somehow.
I think it's like they don't want to have exceptions because then people are going to look for more exceptions. So I think it's easier for them to just be like, no electronics period done.
So sad.
It's just easier to enforce, right?
I guess.
I guess. It
I
just
would
makes sense.
just
from
wait till 3:30 and just whip my phone out.
that. Whip out the headphones.
Yeah.
Like,
I notifications.
It's just automatic, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
copyright time.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, hi YouTube.
But yeah, I was there when your headphones were taken away, and it's
shit.
you weren't listening to anything. They were just sitting there.
Oh yeah, it's literally sitting there.
Just absolutely nothing.
Comfortny.
Just no issue, not harming anybody. He's also socializing, he's not being antisocial, but still just taken away, just yeeted out of existence.
Yeah, my headphones got yoded
Yoded.
all the way across the mud.
That's sad.
Even I
Yeah.
felt the radiating waves of frustration. I felt them too.
Yo, leave an F in the comments for Austin's headphones.
That's in the chat for
Leave an
headphones.
F.
R.I.P.
All right.
Please do. Everyone, go ahead and comment F to pay respects.
You wanted to talk about something before we start the podcast, and it's a very interesting topic.
Your freaking summer.
Oh, yeah. my summer was absolutely crazy.
Like
'cause
actually, his summer actually is interesting though.
I had no idea what was happening except for like maybe what's happening in like an hour. That's all I knew.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get to go to like the end of the school day because we were getting kicked out of the country. Fun.
Epic.
Yeah, our visas were unapproved, so
Uh-oh.
we got kicked out of the country.
Guess who's illegal?
Yeah, I'm illegal. So we went to Turkey and like Greece and all that stuff, which was pretty dope.
Pretty epic.
But everything was just so hectic. But also, I thrive in like complete. I thrive in the unknown. So yeah,
That's not a lot of people can say that, you know.
yeah. I like to think I'm relatively chill.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but then we like got our visas and stuff, so it was all okay. And then we came back, and then like out of nowhere, my parents were just like, "Oh, by the way, we're going to America." So then like we leave to go to America. Like I think maybe 2 weeks after we got back.
Yeah.
And to help like my oldest brother Cole like move into college, and like
cool.
my second brother Mason. Shout out to you, Mason.
Yo, Mason, where you at, bro?
Yeah. How's he doing?
Skipping school. Oh, how's he doing, bro?
He's doing actually really good. I think he had like documents that he needed to get done in America.
Documents.
So because he's like 18, and so he needs like new visa and stuff.
Dear. How
So,
dare
yeah.
you be 18, Mason? Pretty Mason.
Curse you and you're 18 years of age.
Yeah. No visa for you, Mason.
So yeah, my summer was hectic.
Hectic.
I like that word.
Heckin' epic.
Heckin'
Alright.
epic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, like, I like to know the plan beforehand.
Yeah.
And if something is just randomly thrown at me, it really gets on my nerves.
We're impressed with your ability to survive, Austin.
Oh, yeah.
That's a skill.
That's an epic skill.
We're glad you're back finally.
Yeah, same.
We appreciate your existence.
I mean, honestly, like, without the Crumps, there's like the school
It's
is
empty.
like empty.
Yeah.
There's like this
A
presence
gaping
that,
hole
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it was on my first day back. I walked into the locker room and I was like, "Why is it so quiet? I don't like the quiet. It makes me think."
She was like, "Good morning."
oh shoot.
And then I threw my notebook out the window. So, yeah.
Okay.
Just
How
so
to
you
fix
know.
quiet. Step 1. Throw a notebook out the window.
Create drama. That's step 1.
I have a notebook that is kind of like just for like it has multiple purposes, but one of them is just throwing it. Like it when I'm just upset and I'm stressed and I just want to disappear, I will just take that notebook and I will just throw it.
Yeah.
Just yeet it.
I saw
Sometimes-
it's destroyed completely.
Sometimes, like, the people next to me are, like, relatively calm, so I like to spruce that up a little bit and just throw things at them.
Perfectly logical.
Dude, are your friends like calm? Just throw stuff.
Yeah.
That'll fix everything.
Just fix that
I
right
have
now.
an issue with people being calm, okay?
No, it's not allowed. When I'm around you and you're calm,
There's something wrong.
That's a big
Something
no-no.
wrong.
Yeah.
time to throw knives.
Throw knives. And if you dodge those, well, here's a notebook. Congratulations.
For your face.
For your face.
So, school has been going for I think like
Forever.
3 weeks.
I feel like forever.
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks only.
It's only been
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Honestly, I feel like it's been shorter than that, but I guess
Charlie,
I don't know. So,
explain yourself.
like, what do you guys like? How do you feel about the school year so far? Like, how are things going for you?
Honestly, like, it already feels like it's so long.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've been here for a month, and it's literally only been 3 weeks, and I'm like, like people, like most people in my class are already over it, like already over it. Like the only exciting thing that like about school for me is like the extra stuff, like the worship team and the honors choir and the Husky Herald and all this stuff.
Enrichment.
Yeah, choir gang. It's
Choir
epic.
gang.
Choir gang.
You should join choir.
You should.
Yeah, Austin, you said you were like liking your teachers. What specifically is different about this year?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like this year, I walk into school like expecting it to be just as normal. Like everything's, like, making
Painful.
me, everything's painful. But like, 2 weeks down, you guys had 3, but which might be deciding factor.
Yeah,
But
well-
I've only had 2, and like 2 weeks down, and I already like love most of my teachers. Like all of them are pretty great and like chill and just like go with the flow. And
what makes them great? Like, give them what they want to hear.
Well, most of like sometimes like I personally hate it whenever a teacher isn't for the students. Like I feel like as a teacher they should try to help the students, and sometimes it feels like the teachers don't want to help the students, and that kind of bugs me because like you're a teacher, like I'm a student. I'm 15 now. I'm 15 and you're like I don't know, older than me, so you should like try to help the students instead of like bring them down. But this year I feel like my teachers are like raising me up and like trying to help me get everything done, get everything in on time, which is something I still have problems with, but but yeah, all of the teachers I feel like this year are for the students, or at least my teachers are. I don't know about everybody else, but
actually really important though.
Yeah.
If you're not like that, if you're not for the students, you just shouldn't be a teacher. Like honestly, why? No, I mean, why is this your job?
Now that's a hot take.
Hot take of the week.
If you're out here trying to teach people just for money, that's a little.
Well, they ain't for money.
Yeah,
no, but none of the teachers are for money though.
Yeah.
Like everybody who's at Hinkson ain't for money because they don't get paid.
If you're in it for money, I think you chose the wrong school.
Yeah, dude. No, they're only here because they're passionate. That's the only reason.
I know that they care about us, but like sometimes it just feels like
it comes
it's
off.
not. Yeah.
Like what makes it? Like what would teachers do that makes it come off as they're not for the student?
I mean, it's just stuff like refusing to like let you like go to the bathroom or like dumb stuff like that. Like I need to go. Something number one. I don't know what's allowed on this podcast.
And they say,
I need to go.
May you or can you?
Yeah, I go. I'll even say, may I go to the restroom? And they're like, no. And so it's like the smallest stuff like that can make me feel like, well, that's kind of dumb.
Because they do that because you're supposed to do it during break.
Yeah, but like if I only have 5 like minutes and I have to go from this class to my locker room to the other side of the school,
that's
I don't
pretty hard
really
to
have enough time to go to my locker to get like my notebooks. My textbooks
and
and go to the bathroom and like fill up my water bottle and stuff, and so it's just
possible
stuff like that. And like sometimes if I'm like not getting enough water or I'm not drinking enough, I'll like start shaking and I won't be able to focus, and so at that point I'm just like can I please go get water?
I'm like no,
and then they're like no, and I'm like well okay.
Darn. Well, I mean, again, there's also like the thing where like you have to get a certain amount of education time per day. That's like a law, and so if you're not getting that, you're getting water instead. That's like bad for them. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if they had people like go to the bathroom, quote unquote, and do something other than that. Like
which those people like. You guess what you did? You ruined it for the rest of us.
Yeah,
congratulations.
But that's why. Because now that one or a few people like did it, now they know it's possible and they have to prevent it now.
What are we talking about? Like using phones or something?
Well, like they would like maybe they have like a test or something. Like if you're taking a test, and you like, can I go to the bathroom? And you look at the answers on your phone and then go back.
Okay.
Well, sure. During a test, you shouldn't be able to go to the bathroom because, of course, some people would abuse that. But
like while you're grading your homework, like you can get like the facts and stuff from your friends that were in class not going to the bathroom at that moment in time.
Yeah.
You can get those facts.
Drop those hot facts.
Drop those hot facts on me. But I mean, like on a test, it's reasonable for like you should probably finish your tests before you can go to the bathroom.
And quizzes.
And quizzes, yeah.
Definitely.
I just like with the 5 minutes between classes, like a lot of the time there is like enough time to use the bathroom, but I also don't want to feel like I have to rush around everywhere. Like I shouldn't have to like run and like feel stressed out. Like this shouldn't be a big deal. And sometimes it is.
You know what happens? It gets worse when like if every teacher has this rule like the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do. So the bell marks when the 5 minutes starts. Yeah. And so they go into it like they might go on like 2 or 3 extra minutes to finish their thought and then let you go. And then you have 2 minutes
Yeah.
to get to class and get your books and get in the bathroom and go.
Oh, and then like some places in the school, like you can't hear the bell as well.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
that's I don't think that's the teacher's fault as much.
Right,
Like,
right.
if they're not like if you're in the middle of like a lesson and you don't hear the bell because like it's not close enough to your room or something, then that makes sense. Like,
Sometimes the bell just doesn't work some days.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Oh, we were talking about how teachers should treat students. I mean, I don't think like we should like dictate whatever they should do, but
No.
it reminds me of how we talked about how like teachers like do their job to get paid. It reminded me of the Korean education. It's just so sad.
Is
like
this gonna be another hot take?
This is Moses' hot take of the week.
like in Korea, it's like if you only study, your future is set. But if you like even like
Breathe.
slow down from studying, it's like your future is already like crumbling down.
Gone.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have a balance between school and your personal life.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Like, I know, like, we have to, like, gradually grow in the sense that we can deal with life and just, like, be responsible for what's thrown at us. But also there's a side of it to where, like, I want a personal life. Like, I need to have free time. I need to have time to actually do something outside of school.
Yeah.
Because if all I'm doing is waking up, going to school, coming back, doing
And
homework.
doing homework till you sleep.
Yeah, fall asleep and then repeat.
Yeah.
Like, what is my life?
Yeah. Oh, so they had a rule in the handbook to prevent this, where you were only supposed to be able to have like 10 times your grade minutes of homework.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Austin, you're in 9th grade, so you should only have 90 minutes of homework a night, and then you can have a social life.
Yeah, right.
But then here's the golden part. They changed that to now a guideline. It's a suggestion for teachers. Yes, it's a recommended healthy amount that no one ever does. So that's been addressed by like multiple people. Austin, what's your opinion on
And
that?
also like
also
now today like more jobs that like involve computation, that stuff can be done by like
Machine
programs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have programs that can do that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I think like what should be like a primary focus should like we should also learn some stuff logically, but like also it should a main focus of school should also be creativity, because that's something that programs will never be able to like replicate.
Oh, but now we're like putting a structure on creativity too. Have you seen like American art class or American music class? It's like all like you have to draw
Common
exactly.
Core.
You have to draw exactly this way, and like
Yeah.
there's no creativity there. Or like poetry class, you have to like do this like this. It has to be this structure, and it's like that's not creative.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of hard to, like, teach something as difficult as art because of how, like,
Wide it is.
Yeah.
A lot of things are art.
like there's so many different ways that you can write poetry or make music or,
Yeah.
you know, draw and paint. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it can be hard to, like, find the balance between teaching actual skill and then just teaching plain creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you can't ever teach plain creativity, and that's why like we should
Cherish
have
it.
less homework and
Boom.
and have time to teach ourselves
Logic.
creativity.
Like, okay, no, but for real though, like with the amount of like the average kid that I know has like 3 hours homework a day, 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
How what would you say y'all's average homework is?
I mean, it definitely
How
comes
long?
down to how you do your homework.
Yeah.
Like, I would say the way that I do my homework isn't very efficient.
Yeah.
A lot of it is making tea and listening to music and having a snack here and there. So, I mean, like, a lot of us feel overwhelmed with homework, but we also need to, like, think about the fact that, like, you know, a lot of the time, it really just comes down to us. And, like, depending on the way that we deal with our homework and the way that we, like, study, it can make things a lot easier.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I feel like though it makes it come down to like you either do your homework well and take a long time on it, or you do it like less well, but like you get a good grade for it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why is it taking so long? Like, is it
Because you're putting
work-
effort into it.
But what if it's taken so long because you're distracted by other things?
What do you mean?
Well, like,
Procrastination.
Oh
Like-
yeah, it goes.
sure, I might spend 3 or 4 hours on some homework, but the main reason for that is because, like, maybe I'm being distracted by my phone.
Or that's another argument people brought up. You're spending 4 hours on homework because you procrastinated. So if you didn't procrastinate, you wouldn't have that much homework. But then that's like not true all the time.
Yeah, because like sometimes teachers are like, look, this homework should all like take you max 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes plus another 15 minutes from another class and another like 5 minutes from another class and another like 10 minutes from another class, that's already an hour of work that you've gone from like half an hour to an entire hour of work.
Yeah.
And some teachers don't realize that like we have other homework that we need to do.
Some people stack like 30-minute assignments on top of each other. Like I'll do Friday, right? Yeah. Like some people will like have like, wasn't there also a rule on tests where like you couldn't have more than like a certain amount of tests? You couldn't have more than like 2 or 3 tests
in a single day.
Yeah. But then that always got broken.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
So then like all the Korean kids are just like studying as hard as they freaking can for like all these tests, and I'm like, oh,
going crazy.
Just the Korean kids.
Well,
mostly Korean.
The Americans gave up. You know.
Yeah,
what?
I don't have like a solid way of studying for tests, so I wing
like,
most of them.
Whenever like there's like 4 tests in a day, the Americans just they quit. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna wing it. Whatever.
We study for 5 minutes in between classes.
Yeah. What you do? You go to the bathroom, whip out the book, scan it, done.
Oh yeah.
That's what you do, bro.
Well, I mean, back to the issue of homework. I think it really just has to do with balance, because the students have the responsibility to do their homework well, but also the teachers have the responsibility of being reasonable with what they're assigning their students and how much they're assigning their students.
Right.
So like both sides have a job.
Yeah.
Let's bring it to a brighter side and maybe talk about the positives of school.
Positive, yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, you're saying you have great teachers.
Amazing teachers.
Oh yeah, of course there are always going to be that one or like 2 teachers that don't really understand how like we as like
students
operate. But like I think most of my teachers are like super like chill and like understanding of how like my class operates.
Yeah.
And like they allow us like time to do homework during class so that we don't have as much of a load once we get home or stuff like that. And I think that like is a super great way of doing that. Mm-hmm. Like sure, sometimes you have super long lessons and you can't like cut those down. That's okay. I mean, I'm not going to criticize you for what the book says, but but I'd say just like every once in a while give us time in class to do that like 30 minutes of homework, to slim it down to maybe like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know.
Just cut it down.
Just cut it down, yeah.
I mean, like we mentioned earlier, I think like it's a lot of the time it's just the smaller things that make us appreciate or like different teachers.
Yeah.
Like letting us in the bathroom, like you said. I mean, like in most situations, it really won't kill us to use the bathroom. I mean, there might be certain classes that are really far away, or obviously you have like tests and quizzes where that just shouldn't be allowed. But a lot of the time that's just not the case. And like if I ask to go to the bathroom and I just get like a hard solid no, like that hurts.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't feel good.
If they let you do it too much, it's a legal issue now.
Yeah, I mean you have to find a balance, but
I mean, I understand that if like a child has gone to the bathroom 15 times through your last 5 classes, then like maybe like a little bit sus. It's a little bit sus.
Yeah.
But I mean, like most of the time, if the kid hardly ever asks to go to the bathroom and they ask you like to go to the bathroom, that means they probably have to go to the bathroom, and it's not just like, aha, pranked you. Now I'm gonna be on my phone for the next 500 minutes.
Epic.
Yeah,
epic.
I honestly don't think most people use the bathroom to be on their phone. Like, what are you gonna do for those 2 minutes? Like, what's the point?
Like, haha, trolled. I got to play a maze on my phone for a minute and a half.
I completed my Sudoku puzzle. Gets wrecked.
But it's not just the bathroom. I think, obviously, just like teachers' attitude towards like their class and like the subject that they're teaching.
Oh yeah.
Just having like an overall positive like atmosphere and attitude, and like the way that you talk to your students, like having just a general basic level of respect, and just like the way that it feels and the way that things are structured. That's really important.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Like you can tell if teachers like really passionate about like what they're teaching. You know?
Yeah.
And like it shows. It makes a huge difference.
There's that too. Not just like the way that teachers treat their students, but also like if you're passionate about your class, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
Like if you actually enjoy it, it's gonna be pretty obvious. If not, then is gonna show that you don't like the class.
I have a teacher this year, and like she was just like, well, I don't really like teaching this side of this subject, so let's just briefly go over it and then go into the next section. And I was like, that is so great, because if you don't like teaching it, then we're not gonna like learning it. And the way that way that they like taught it to us, it was just super helpful and like super great, and it like made me happy on the inside because it showed like that teacher isn't just for like oh, I'm gonna teach you every single page, every single word is gonna be stuck in your brain forever.
Oh yeah,
it's like I want to teach you what I want to teach you, and like this stuff is gonna be great.
All right, so as always, we have our comment response section. We got several comments, so.
Oh yeah.
It's comment time.
Comment time. Wow.
That was great.
Yeah, I meant that to be a joke, but that was actually kind of good.
Bro, you win. You're amongst 3 musical boys. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
This is the choir gang here.
Yeah, we're the choir gang.
I forgot.
To the right place.
Wow. we did not rehearse that.
We're just choir gang, all right?
Yeah. Okay.
That was accurate. Okay, that was accurate.
Anyway.
Comment time.
Comment time.
Comment time.
First comment from Nikki. What are your strong and weak character traits?
Oh, cool.
So,
Chuck's is being hot.
That's both of them, his strong and weak character traits.
Attract
It's a weakness and a curse.
He's too hot to handle, so
Yeah.
nobody can go near him.
Yeah.
You can attract
Everyone is
good and bad,
vaporized.
so it just
Oh.
no, I'm joking. So, I'm not, obviously I have lots of character traits, but I'll go over, like I always, if I find something that I really like, or not even really like, if I find something that I just kind of like or enjoy, then, and if it's like a reliable source of just joy and happiness and fun, I will become very like kind of obsessed with it. Like I will become obsessive and addicted. So I mean that can apply to like, I mean, like foods or just drinks, like
Anything.
soft drinks,
Anything.
like
Such as
even basically
sushi?
like sushi.
Sushi.
It's just like there's this moment where I'm like, hey, I like this. I can always come to this thing to make me feel better. And so like for a while,
Hey.
it was like that with energy drinks. That's changed now.
It's okay.
But
We have it.
thank you. But yeah, also with like certain activities or even people, like friendships and relationships. So like that can be a good thing and a bad thing, because if there's something that I really like, then I will put everything I have into it, and like it'll be really important to me. Like for example, if I really like music, then I will put a lot of effort into like creating my own music or just playing music in general. But like with the example of like the energy drink, like I realize, hey, I really like this, and so now I'm going to just like keep doing it to the point where it's like just unhealthy
And destructive too.
Yeah, it's kind of just like creating a self-destructive behavior, depending on whether or not the thing that I end up becoming obsessed with is good or bad for me. So yeah, I guess.
think that's fine though, because like, well, it has this like obvious like bad like side effects of it, but
Yeah.
like if I wasn't addicted to music, then I wouldn't be like here and like actually like have my half of the character being the music itself that I'm passionate so about.
You wouldn't be nearly as good as at the piano if you
Yeah,
hadn't
exactly.
loved it so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes both ways. But in a nutshell, I can just become addicted or obsessed with things really easily. So yeah, that can be a strength and a weakness. How about you, Simon?
Okay, well, one obvious weakness is that I communicate very fast and efficiently, and no
Not
one understands
one.
me when I speak. I do a podcast, by the way. Also, like, I have trouble, like, you know, like understanding social cues, because that's just how my brain is. Yeah, but that's like the 2 main ones.
Yeah.
Strengths. I can tap on an object really well. Like, what do you want? If he got a hard surface, I can tippity tap.
Make noises.
I can make rhythmic sounds.
You are a really good drummer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie. You gonna be next
Ah,
time,
you're a
Charlie.
senior.
Gosh. Oh, dang. Austin, why did you remind me, Austin?
What?
Why did we bring you on here so that you can remind me that I'm a senior, Austin?
I'm just gonna drum. This is so sad.
Probably
That
Chuck.
is true.
Likely Chuck.
He will pass
Chuck's
down.
probably the next one in the royal family.
Pass
Anyway.
down. What's the drum called?
Well, mine's a djembe.
Yours is a djembe.
Let's call it djembe. Don't call it bongos. You call it bongos, I'm gonna find you.
Can we call it? Can we
Frank.
call it Jim Bay?
You can call it whatever you want.
Jim Bay.
Bay. When Bay texts you back. When Jim Bay texts you back.
That was the Kanye meme. This is a podcast. We're good at
Yeah,
this.
you can't see it, but if you imagine it, it's better.
Anyway, my strengths.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Tap
stupid. It's a Drake meme, not a Kanye meme. I'm an
Did you
idiot.
just call
is.
Drake
Oh my
Kanye?
gosh.
I'm so
Are
stupid.
we all dumb?
I'm so sorry.
We
all
don't
of you
deserve to lose.
I didn't even notice that until you brought it up. I was like, Kanye, okay.
Kanye. Yeah,
Wait.
yeah, it's Kanye. and
Yeah.
Drake. It's
Same
Drake.
people.
It's actually the same person. Theory. Kanye is Drake.
Making
I mean, they're both rappers and both successful.
They have both met.
Stop.
And that's it.
yeah, that's it.
That's
yeah.
it.
Okay, how about you, Moses?
Moses.
Well,
strengths
as I
weaknesses.
said, I just love the piano, dude. Like seriously, like when I was like having headaches and stuff like that, piano, like bored piano, nothing else to do, piano, lonely piano. So
Therapy.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
a therapy. Like it actually like takes the pain away from everything. So it sounds so
Dark
sad.
and sad
Yeah.
and depressing.
Yeah. But my weakness is the. What is my weakness?
You have no weaknesses.
Moses
Moses
is
is
a
just
big
like-
man.
Yeah.
Transcended time and space.
Ubermensch, meaning Superman.
Okay.
Austin.
All right. I think I have the same weakness and strength. Like
Too hot.
I have like the same thing as my weaknesses and
Oh,
strengths.
oh.
I'm not too serious. And that's a good thing because like I won't take like jokes to heart.
Yeah.
Because some people might have like they might hear a joke and then take it to heart, and I don't do that. I acknowledge that people are making fun of me, and then I'm like, wow, that's actually kind of funny. I would laugh at that if I wasn't horribly offended. But at the same time, like I don't think I'm serious enough to like handle things that require me to be serious. I mean, like I can be serious, and I am serious whenever I need to. But I feel like sometimes I understand situations and take them lightheartedly whenever I should be taking them seriously.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Same.
It's okay.
I'm with that.
Like I think I laugh too much, probably.
It's a good sound though. We like it.
Yeah.
Aw,
And throwing objects
The
at
sound of
people
your
as
laugh
well.
gives us joy.
Wow.
All right, next comment.
Next
Oh, yeah.
comment, everybody. Katya Mason. It's like, nice video. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please talk about enrichments / extra stuff. Okay, let me tell you about enrichments extra stuff because I'm signed up for like literally every extra stuff. All right.
Extra stuff.
Every extra stuff.
Every extra stuff except for
Same,
Beta,
actually.
except for Beta Club. We're not gonna talk about that.
We don't talk about Battle Club.
Don't talk about Beta Club. Anyway. Okay, so I am in. Well, we're all. A lot of us are in choir. What are you in? What are you in?
I'm in filmmaking.
You're in film.
Ooh.
Oh, let's talk about film.
Which I actually love filmmaking. Like, I'll spend hours of my day. Call back whenever I should be doing homework. I'll spend hours of my day like listening to breakdowns of like different movies and like behind the mind of the filmmaker, because I just think that that's super interesting. And like the way that you can use like one slight camera movement or one slight like light flicker in the background to like enhance your like setting like exponentially.
Like setting the atmosphere for whatever the scenery is.
Such
about.
as like I was like Christopher Nolan is my favorite director, which most people don't know their favorite director, but Christopher Nolan is mine. But like the way that he uses a camera to emphasize importance or convey like confusion is super interesting. Like in The Dark Knight, the Batman: The Dark Knight, which is with like the Joker, he uses like camera angles. Like typically, if you're filming a conversation between two people, you'll have it like over my left shoulder or over his right shoulder or her. We don't discriminate here. But like the way that Christopher Nolan did it when during like the interrogation of the Joker was he like switched it from right shoulder to left shoulder, from Batman's right shoulder to left shoulder, to show that the Joker is like twisting around Batman's mind. And he's like
That's
getting
brilliant.
so like into your head, and you have no idea where he's coming from next. And I just love that stuff. So
I
yeah,
did not think about that.
No,
though.
I didn't think about that
it's
either.
so interesting. Highly recommended.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Actually, we will talk about that more later.
But how's like the enrichment film?
The enrichments,
Like that's the point.
well, I mean, I also love acting, so it's kind of the best of both worlds, honestly, because I get to both like sometimes direct, sometimes act, sometimes be a cameraman. I get to use all of these things that I've learned from like watching film breakdowns, and I just love seeing how it plays out. Like,
Dude.
I love spending like probably 3 hours filming something, and then I don't edit super well, so I'll like go over to a friend's house and see if he can help me edit something. But like I'll spend like 3 hours filming something, and then like another maybe 3 hours editing it, and probably more than 3 hours. But yeah. And then like watching the final thing, it just warms my heart, because I'm like I did some of that. Like it also is credit to like my amazing team members.
Right.
Shout out to my team in the future and right now. But yeah, like I just love seeing something that I helped in come to life. It's
That's
great.
always satisfying.
And
Yeah.
Do
you
you
can, like,
want to be? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so like you can like go back to that and just like tell yourself like, wow, I did this, like I was a part of that, and just like feel that sense of pride. Like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, do you want to be a director when you grow up? or
I'd
like-
love to. I'd love to be a director.
It's a dream of yours, or
It's very much so. Like it's up there on like things I would love to do. Like as well as being probably like an actor or like all that stuff. But I just love film. So like yeah, anything to do with film, I'd love to do that. The odds of it happening aren't super high, but that's no way to think. Like if I think like that, then I'm inevitably gonna die early.
Wow.
chase
So,
your
yeah.
dreams. Chase your dreams.
Yeah.
Dude, that was okay. That I did not expect to get a huge passionate response about your enrichment.
I'm
really cool, though.
so
That's really
passionate
cool.
about like filmmaking and acting and like theater. Plug
Theater.
to Anton's play that we're doing this year.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just love all that stuff. So yeah.
Right.
How's
that's
choir?
fine. How's choir? All right.
Ooh.
Well, we're all in the same enrichment. Choir is
The rest of
pretty
us.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, it would really help if there was more like enthusiasm into it, and more
Well-
like
Come to film.
so we can all, we can like pour our like our like passion like Austin is
Yeah.
through filmmaking. That'll be the cherry on top of it.
Personally, I'm really passionate about choir. Like, same as Austin. Like, I love singing, and I love, like, when all of our voices come together and, like, perfectly, and everyone does their thing correctly, and it sounds beautiful. I love it.
Kind of like comment time, but
Kind of like
Yes.
comment time.
keep on going.
Anyway, so, like, yeah, I love that. But not everyone in choir is as passionate,
Yeah.
which makes it a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can just tell that people are just tired and don't
Yeah.
want to be there. But yeah, I think like the most passionate part of choir, like what makes me most passionate is specifically Bella Notte, when we get to
Yeah.
like be creative and have our own ideas like put into the story and just making that all come together. I mean, honestly, like last year, the like week of preparing for Bella Notte, like every day until like 8 p.m. that was probably the best week of school for me.
Yeah, same.
Like I loved the process. I loved singing and everything. It was just a really good experience.
That's great.
Yeah, that was cool.
Okay, so what other extra stuff can we talk about?
Extra stuff.
Like there's honors choir, which we had auditions for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, Moses, Simon had our auditions yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It was super stressful. Like,
And-
let me tell you, Austin. Since you don't appreciate the art, okay? Everybody was like super nervous,
Yeah.
including me, which is weird. I don't get nervous, right? But even I got nervous, and so everybody's messed up somehow. Everyone did a dumb mistake.
Oh.
Everyone. All right.
Psychological.
And I think
It's
all the
in your
judges
brain.
knew that we were like dying, so
Yeah,
it was fine.
I hope they acknowledge that, because like, I mean, even me, I was like so confident. I was like, I'm not stressed out at all.
Yeah, same.
Like the whole week and like even the day building up to it, I was like, yeah, this is totally chill. I got this. And then the moment I'm like behind the door, about to walk into the room to
Panic.
audition,
Yeah.
my heart just like everything is kind of on fire.
Yeah.
I
voice
love that feeling though.
trembles.
Like whenever I'm about to go on stage for a play,
I know.
I love the feeling of absolute terror. Like it's so
Bro.
insane. But I love the feeling of like, oh shoot, I have no idea how the crowd's about to react, but I am so ready right now.
Oh.
Like also like a little trick that I do. Like
trick.
I had friends last year. I have still my friend, but you know, I had a friend last year that said, Austin, how are you like not nervous? And I said, I am freaking out right now. But like the way that I deal with it is I pretend like I'm not freaking out, and then I don't look like I'm freaking out.
That's a talent.
Big brain.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly,
no,
yeah.
it's actually terrifying, but I love it. Like I love the feeling of uncertainty
Like
going
the rush.
into a performance. It's
Yeah.
great, yeah.
The fact that you can hide your fear shows how great of an actor you are.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the
That's
acting.
like half the battle is like
Oh, yeah.
not giving off that you're nervous. And
Like even at school, like sometimes going into a class, I'm like, oh shoot, I feel like I'm not prepared for this class at all. But I go in there, I have a couple laughs before I sit down, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever comes my way, it comes my way. Like I can't really do anything about it at this point, so I just gotta roll with the punches, you know.
bro. Okay, I think that's all the extra stuff we can talk about.
There's also worship.
There's also worship. Oh yeah, worship. That's going all right. I mean, like we're all people who are in worship team are in worship SOS, learning how to do it correctly.
I mean, the issue with worship before is that it just felt very like too structured.
Yeah.
It was you practice like 2 or 3 times before, you have 2 or 3 songs, and then you just play a certain amount of choruses, verses, and bridges, and it just goes by the structure. But that's not really how worship should be, in my opinion. Like it should
Right.
it should be more like
There should be some flow in there.
there should be
Spiritual.
flow. Like yeah, it a lot of it comes down to like how you feel like and how the audience, well, not really the audience, the people that you're trying to lead into worship
Right.
are feeling. And yeah, I mean it's not about just going on stage and like playing your songs because you're supposed to
Yeah.
and just going according
Yeah.
to the system. You're trying to lead other people in a worship. That's the point.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the SOS, everybody who is part of the SOS is part of the team, and we're just trying to learn to improve the worship team. We're slowly building up like a whole catalog of songs, which is really nice too. And yeah, we're really trying to make it better. So
Would it be great if like one day like the whole crowd just got super into it?
that would be amazing.
That would be the best.
I think that will happen eventually. Like with the way that things are going, it could totally be a realistic outcome. So
Right. Okay. Extra. I think it's it for extra stuff.
yeah, I think that's about it.
Thanks for the comment, Kati.
Next comment.
Thank you.
Next comment.
By Sean Corrigan. I want detailed food commentary that spirals into a debate on animal rights. 4 likes. Okay.
All
well,
right,
Food
Sean.
commentary.
Food. What do you mean? What do you mean food commentary?
Yeah, like comment on what food.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Let's
Am I
see.
right?
Chicken.
Oh no, you dirty meat eater.
Oh no.
Gosh, I am very angry right now.
I
Austin,
have a food
I
idea.
don't appreciate your anger.
I can't believe you would even dare touch
All right,
an
all right,
animal
guys.
that was put on this
I
earth.
will fight you, Austin.
Calm down.
I will pick sushi, and I mean.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Sushi is great.
But
First
let's
of
talk
all.
about sushi. It's my favorite food.
Yeah.
You guys should know that.
Wait, does sushi even make you go?
Yeah, it does.
References.
It does.
There's like 100 kinds of sushis in the world.
Well, I mean, I think when he specifically asked it to go into animal rights. So like,
Yo,
okay,
I like
when it comes to sushi,
Kimbap is my favorite sushi.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Silence.
It was a
Sushi,
joke.
sushi is still number one.
Everyone
dude.
disliked that.
Oh, come on.
Sushi's
Kimbap
still
is not
number one.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, kimbap isn't bad, but honestly, it's like literally not even that great. Like sushi is so much
Sushi
better.
is still in the hood.
Like if we're going to talk about animal rights, like for real, sushi has fish in it. I mean, certain sushi. So, but like, how about the fish? How about their rights?
Imagine if your son Nemo was
That's
food.
What?
And you were looking for Nemo and you find him in a sushi restaurant sitting on a rice ball.
Oh my lord,
Most just starts laughing.
They don't even cut him up. He's just on.
he's just on the rice, just like.
This is animal rights. So
Yeah,
if you
that's-
don't want to see your
Basically,
son called Nemo in the restaurant,
basically, if you eat sushi, you're murdering Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the fish? Shouldn't he or she have a say in the conversation or the outcome?
Fish, Charlie.
But animal rights.
yeah, he or she.
Hey, animals are people too.
Yeah, that.
Some people do believe that.
Yeah,
so-
I've heard. Yeah.
Hi, Peter. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Next comment.
Okay, next comment by Anton Gecko.
Kiko.
Anton Gecko. Next
Anton
From the get-go.
Gecko. I had a dream last night that you people ruined a painting I made for my mom's birthday.
What?
Unsubscribe. Well, we don't think your mom deserves a painting for her birthday. We don't even think your mom has a birthday. Next comment.
I can't go there. I'm sorry.
I think we're kidding, Anton or Gecko, whatever one you
That was a
prefer.
joke.
We're not kidding.
Your mom does deserve the painting.
You know,
and-
we're
has a
sorry.
birthday.
We
And has a
were
birthday.
blind at the time and playing with matches, and it just kind of happened. I'm sorry.
All right. So since Austin is our guest, he had the choice of choosing whatever topic he wants, and he chose an upcoming movie, Joker.
Yeah, it's Joaquin Phoenix is how I think you pronounce the actor's name.
Yeah.
And I'm so hyped. It comes out in October. But yeah, it's about it's basically a Joker origin movie that isn't tied into any DC comic or any like of the DC extended universe or anything. It's just about like mental illness and like mental stability and like society and the way that it acts about these different things.
Yeah, you were more excited about that trailer because of how it portrays like society, mental health, and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm like the way that the film is like set up in the trailer is that it's about this guy, just a normal guy that has a mental illness that causes him to randomly laugh, and which is an actual like illness. Like people have like that are in mental asylums, they'll just start laughing out of nowhere, and that's why you hear it in like those movies. You don't like think about it. They just start laughing, and they might not even know that they're laughing. But it's about like how this guy with mental illness is portrayed throughout society, and the way that society beats him down to like his core, beats him down to like who he is, and like he always saw his life as a tragedy because he thought that what he had was a curse. But then it just shows you like that these people, like, they're just normal people. Like everybody has their pros and cons. Some people have more cons than pros, and some people have more pros than cons. But like everybody has pros and everybody has cons. So like if you think your cons make you a bad person, you can't be more wrong. Like your cons make you who you are, and you as a person are like beautiful. And this movie shows that society, it tries to bring you down, and whenever it does that, it makes you into a bad guy because you think you are a bad guy. And if you think you're a bad guy, then you're still, like, you're wrong. You're so, like, you're the opposite of a bad guy. You are the hero of your own story. You are breathtaking.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I'm just so excited because of the way that, like, it portrays all of these things. I think it's going to be such a good movie.
Like trailers are usually get their like kick from like having really huge effects, like big explosion, ooh, lasers. But this trailer like actually like compelled you differently.
Yeah.
And like it compelled you like on a more like mental level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
like it made you relate to the character almost right away, and then I don't know. It's like amazing trailer.
I just think it's cool how it's like a DC movie, but it's not a superhero movie or like an anti-hero movie at all. It's just using a character from the DCU and using him for something else other than just bad guy versus good guy.
He the way that he uses like this villain that's so popular amongst pretty much everyone. Like if you haven't seen this trailer, I'll encourage you to pause the video right now.
Literally.
Oh, come back, please. But pause the video right now. Go watch this trailer.
Yeah.
And then come back so that you at least know what we're talking about and we're not like spoiling the trailer at all.
Yeah,
but like, I just love the way that it's like about this villain who everybody knows. Everybody knows the Joker. It's about this person that everybody knows, and it's taking him from that point and making him into like basically a person who promotes like mental health, basically.
Yeah.
That's basically what this movie's gonna be. It's gonna be taking somebody that you know and turning it into like this guy who's most commonly known as a villain. He's unstable, yes, but like it's all because of society. Like he wasn't crazy. He is crazy, but like like society makes you crazy based on what they have. Like preconceived notions are horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had this like condition or mental issue, and then society makes it way worse by labeling him as like, you're bad, this is wrong, you can't do this, and that just makes it way worse. And then that could potentially make it to where he really is becoming what society says he is, even though that's not who he really was.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're getting a really decent Joker movie, like after Suicide Squad, because after Suicide Squad, everybody lost hope for a Joker movie. Remember that?
Oh god.
Like, okay, everyone wanted a Joker movie, and then Suicide Squad came out, and they were like, never mind, stop.
Yeah, Joker movie, no thank you. Like,
Nope.
please.
So now, so it's a real breath of fresh air. Looking at this, people might still have like that impression off Suicide Squad, like there's not going to be a good Joker movie. They're going to do it correctly.
Like The Dark Knight, Batman: The Dark Knight. I referenced it earlier, but like that Joker was like the best Joker so far.
Yeah.
Just based off like Heath Ledger, incredible,
legendary
rest
actor.
in peace, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, dude.
Incredible method actor. So.
How do you think the new Joker actor is gonna, deliver the Heath Ledger's, Joker into like a new world?
Because now he's got big shoes to fill.
Yeah, he had like ginormous shoes to fill, and then Suicide Squad kind of made them smaller shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But like he still got like decently sized shoes, and I think he's gonna fill them just fine. Honestly, I don't think he's gonna out Joker the Heath Ledger.
No.
But like, there's no way he's gonna out Ledger the Ledger. But like, I think the way that the trailer shows him, like, it looks like it's gonna be really good. He looks like he's gonna be really good. So yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay, so let's expand on that mental health topic, because it did like address how like society treats mental health. How accurate would you say that portrayal is to like real life?
I think that it's sadly very, very true.
Okay.
I think that it shouldn't be as true as it is. There was a quote in the movie that of like the Joker writing down. He's like he wants to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And like society's putting him down because they don't think he deserves that fame. So he's just in his room writing jokes, and one of the jokes that he has is the worst part about having a mental illness is that society wants you to pretend like you don't.
Yeah.
Which that's aggravatingly true. Like,
Yeah.
it's so painful to see that interpretation shown because it's like so true and it's sad. Yeah.
Honestly.
One part, can I say?
Yeah.
One part of it that I think the trailer portrays it closer to reality is because, like, people think mental illness, well, most people think mental illness is, like, something that's separate, like, from normal people. And, like, you can fix people from mental illness or it's, like, not part of them.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, you gotta understand that I'm not trying to say that mental illness is part of you, but it will like define you as a person. And the society is like, in this trailer, is trying to take him down for his like mental illness, and while doing so, it's also like putting him in the floor.
Oh, and it's also like there's another part of the movie that I don't know if it was in the trailer that we saw. I think it was briefly in the trailer. But he's like wearing a wig,
Yeah.
and then in a different sense, he like colored his hair green,
Yeah.
which is like what we're used to. But for the most part, he's wearing like a green poofy clown wig,
Yeah.
like because he's a clown. But I think it's gonna be like whenever he dyes his hair green, this is him accepting that he is a monster,
Yeah.
which is really sad. But I think that's what it is whenever he colors his hair green. And I think that we also see, like, in the crowds of people, there are, like, riots going on and, like, people in clown masks. And I think that he's just hallucinating that. And I think that he wants society to be on his side. So he has to, like, pretend like they are in order for him to feel like they are.
That's one way of coping, but it's not a good one.
It's not a good one, and like honestly, like it's not a good way of coping, pretending like people are on your side, but like people really should be more on
people's side.
people's sides.
I
Like,
think that's we're starting to make an effort towards that, kind of, like on the internet. You know?
yeah, I think so. But I
Oh,
mean,
but-
like at the same time, there are some trolls, and like of course there are gonna be.
There's
trolls.
always trolls. Also.
There's always trolls.
There are always going to be people who are like, you know, you should just be yourself and do what you want.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you be yourself and do what you want, it's
Like,
not
no,
the way
stop.
that they want you to be.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, you can be yourself, but not that way, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what I was expecting. This isn't what I like. Like, if you really are supportive of people being themselves, then you should be open and accepting to everyone. Unless, of course, their behavior or decisions that they're making are negatively affecting other people. But if they're not, then why should you have any problem with that?
Yeah. See, I personally love this a lot because, I know like a whole list of people with mental issues, and I myself have a mental issue. Like, I'm on the spectrum. So like this portrayal of like what's happening to this guy, I can like kind of resonate with, and I really love how the message is being portrayed. Because I don't know, like it is true to a sense. Like, if you have an issue that negatively affects other people, they're not quick to be understanding of that. They're quicker to just be like, change please now, you know? Like, that's their first response.
People want the world to adapt to them,
Right.
Yeah.
But that's never gonna happen, and that's like if you're still believing that people are gonna change to be what you need,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you definitely, like, you might need some things, and like there are gonna be people out there that are for you, but like sometimes people want other people to change
Yeah.
so that they can feel comfortable around them. But if you're wanting somebody to change so that you can feel comfortable around them, like, like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Right.
Like, I don't like you, so I want you to change so that I'll like you.
Yeah.
If you don't like him, nothing's gonna change that.
There you go. I mean, when a society has to deal with someone with mental illness, right? What's easier for the guy with the mental illness to change to act as hard as he can like he doesn't have mental illness, which is very hard, or society who doesn't have mental illness to adapt to this guy and be understanding?
Yeah.
Which is easier,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, like, really, people, we're all the same. We're all people. We're all trying to figure out our way through this world.
Yeah.
Some people have a harder time figuring out their way through the world, and some people, it's like, if the world doesn't cope with what I want it to with what I want it to be, then like, I'm not gonna do what the world wants me to do. But like, I think that as people, we need to be together. Like, we need a sense of unity in our differences, because our differences make us who we are. Like,
You know how many TED Talks did the exact same message?
Yeah.
yeah, cue every TED Talk.
Every single TED Talk. Like, I think, no, but it's sad because I feel like so many people have said exactly what you just said, and nothing's changing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, at least like there's awareness, so I mean I hope there could be a
right,
change in the
we've
future.
raised awareness, yes,
Yeah.
but when we turn that awareness into doing something different,
I think if you're expecting the world to change for you, then you should be the one changing for the world.
Start from yourself and then
yeah,
help others in the process.
Cool.
change starts with you. Oh yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
it's Tumblr time, boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right.
Shower
Cool.
thoughts.
I think
I think that's all we have to say
Yeah, I think that's good.
regarding the Joker. Thank you so much for like coming on the show. This was really fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my
Yeah.
pleasure. I love it.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Honestly, if you want to be a guest, hit us up.
Yeah, of course, as always, everyone is welcome. Students, teachers, administration, literally anyone in the school, you can totally you can comment or you can just text one of us. And you're welcome to be on the show. And we are looking forward to seeing you and just talking and having these conversations.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, we'll put you on the list. Just text us. That's all you
Yep.
gotta do.
All right, thank you for listening. And we will, well, we can't see you. I think I said this the first episode. Yeah. You guys will listen to us next time, hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll upload next Monday. Every Monday, boys.
Yeah, every Monday we have a new episode.
Yeah,
So,
check it out.
there we go.
Anyway, I guess that's it.
Link
Yep.
to the merch in the description.
Merch.
Subscribe.
Maybe we'll get merch later, boys.
Subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. All of
Ooh,
that.
hit the bell.
So, Moses, you never answered my question
What question?
at the beginning. How's it like being homeless?